Welcome back to the show, everybody. Check out these headlines we have for you. Ripple President Monica Long. You're going to like what she's talking about today. And the head of payments, by the way, at Ripple. And Ripple making big moves, ladies and gentlemen, joining ISDA. What is it? Oh, we're going to explain. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow us on Twitter and YouTube for exclusive content. Right now, $1.2 trillion market cap for crypto. The market is off by 0.41% in the last 24 hours. Bitcoin, 29,000, just over that right now. We see Ethereum, 1825 and change, and Tether market cap is 83.7 billion plus. We're watching it close. 63 cents for XRP right now. We're off by 4.37 on the 24-hour. And over 10% on the 7-day. Yikes, ay caramba. What's going on out here? Well, I'll tell you what's going on for me from where I stand. We don't have use case utility as the price driver of this market. That's how early we are. That's what I see. Well, you know what? Let me tell you what else I see. Link2.com carrying the most incredible private equity products on the planet, bar none. And by the way, very soon, off the planet. That's right. Axiom Space is an aerospace and defense company that intends to set out to create the first commercial space station. How remarkable is that? And don't forget about I Trust Capital, the best crypto IRAs in the world. Look at the caliber of these companies. Circle, Cerebras, Artificial Intelligence, PolySign. Look, the list goes on and on. You know, Uphold's on there. Everybody's there. Right? Anything and everything that is building this space and this innovation of the fourth industrial revolution, from digital assets to AI to aerospace defense, you name it, it's here on this platform. If you're an accredited investor, I would not waste time and click the link for link2.com underneath the video. And don't forget Glint's on there as well. You can have your own alternative to banking. You can buy the private equity on Link2. It's remarkable the opportunities that exist, especially now in a down market like this right now. What do you think these things are worth once the market takes off? You know, yesterday I covered this, and shout out to Lawman here. Give him a follow. He suggested that we should see Congress submit an amicus brief in the Coinbase case. Now, this is incredible because they could do it based on the major questions doctrine, really asking the courts to question the ability of the SEC to even have the authority to challenge the crypto exchange in this space. So I think this is remarkable because it was Lawman who said on this channel, during an interview, he felt like John Deaton approaching the court as an amicus brief filing with 76,000 XRP holders really changed and transformed the way crypto cases will be fought forevermore. And I believe he's right. We'll keep you up to date to what happens here, but we know recently we just saw Coinbase file for a motion to dismiss based on the fact that they don't believe that the SEC has the right to sue them. So we'll keep you up to date as that happens and unfolds here. But let's take a look at this really quickly right here. Now, I couldn't be more excited about this. First of all, shout out to Monica Long and her recent role as president of Ripple, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's right. And you know what? She's one of the originals. That's right. She's been there a long time. Yeah, Monica's running it. It's awesome. Let's all help the president of Ripple, Monica Long, talk to X platform, Elon Musk, and let them know that Ripple and the XRP ledger can absolutely help make their vision of payments a reality and the best that it can possibly be. And believe me, that's exactly what the call to action is here, as Ripple President Monica Long has weighed in the intriguing prospect of Twitter embracing cryptocurrency as a form of payment, particularly XRP. Long responded with a cryptic yet suggestive light bulb emoji. There it is, right there, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that's all in response to Brendan Barry, who just happens to be the head of payment products at Ripple. How about that? Shout out to Brendan Barry, too. He goes on a long thread here and explains the advantages, which all of us understand. So I'm not going to read the thread, even though it's fantastic. You should. He goes on to explain how you could pay content creators all over the world. You could pay them every day, every hour if you wanted to. And you could use all of the stable coins and flexibility of fiat and Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. You have all of the upside of being able to do all of this with the XRP ledger, right? And another thing, the Ripple Liquidity Hub. Let's not forget about that. Bridging fiat to digital assets. Look, this is a very real game-changing thing we're talking about here. The possibility of integrating XRP and Ripple in with X's idea of a payment platform could make it absolutely revolutionary and help Elon achieve his goal of becoming a real dominant player in the financial system. Ripple Liquidity Hub was created in response to the gap and inefficiencies associated with bridging the world of crypto and fiat. Exactly right. It functions as a standalone solution or an extension of our cross-border payment solution, which leverages our global network to provide partners access to payout rails worldwide. And you have to remember, as Brendan Barry pointed out so well, that this is not something with X platform and Twitter. You can't think of it as US only. This is a worldwide platform. I don't know of any other product like XRP Ledger that is more suited than the XRP Ledger. So we'll see how this goes here. Now, shout out to Real XRP Boy here. I want you to hear this clip that Kristalina Georgieva, the managing director of the IMF, made. And this was some time ago, back in 21, but it's so relevant, I believe, to where we are right now. And then we're getting ready to go into some fantastic information.
Thank you for joining us here today for this virtual workshop about how digital money can facilitate remittances. The eminent MIT economist Rudy Dornbush famously said, "In economics, things take longer to happen than you think they will, and then they happen faster than you thought they could."
There it is. Is that not exactly the sentiment of how we all feel? We feel like things are never going to happen, and before you know it, they're going to happen faster than you ever thought they could. Ripple joins BlackRock, JP Morgan, as member of the leading trade association, ISDA, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a small matter at my house. Looks like the big institutions in ISDA are welcoming Ripple with open arms. Ripple joins JP Morgan, BlackRock, and other financial institutions. ISDA happens to be International Swaps and Derivatives Association. Oh yeah, it is. Ripple Labs has become the member, joining over 1,000 institutions from 79 countries and aligning itself with financial giants like JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, BlackRock, and others. Again, it is a significant development, ladies and gentlemen. This is important because what we're talking about is International Swaps Derivatives Association. It is exactly what we've talked about. All of the stuff that everybody says is conspiracy theories, it's never going to happen. You got to focus on something else. I have said it is ridiculous for people to try to divide what the plan is here. There's always been a top-down strategy and there's always been a bottom-up. Why wouldn't you celebrate both strategies? Ripple is about to cross the threshold here, ladies and gentlemen. You know why I'm not in ISDA? Because I can't solve any of these problems with international swaps derivatives in that association. But Ripple can. And you know it, and I know it. How about the London Stock Exchange? BNY Mellon, which is a partner with Ripple. This is the kind of level we're talking about here. You know, and look, don't believe it, it's still true. I want you to listen to this clip that was put together here. Shout out to Anders, and I think Darren Moore might have put this together. I can't remember if Darren did the actual original clip, but shout out to him anyway. Shout out to all these guys that are amazing. So look, now that Ripple has joined ISDA, It's time to bring back Cody speculation, he says. And he's right. And you know what? And discuss whether it's dead or not again. It's not dead. And let's hear Miguel Villas say exactly that. Shout out to Miguel.
So my first question is, was Cody created to compete with Ethereum? And how was that?
Cody's might have been before Ethereum.
Okay, no, okay. So
Yeah. I don't know the timing. I wasn't, so Vitalik slept on Stefan's couch for about 6 weeks back in like 2013. So Stefan's our CTO. He's our like wonderkind. He's our genius. He's the one who came up with ILP. And Stefan knows Vitalik very well. So I think there was a lot of collaboration there between, not like, months of work between Vitalik and Stefan, but just a lot of mind melding. And I don't think it was a coincidence that after Vitalik left Ripple, he didn't work for us, but he kind of interned for the world, just kind of hung out. Back in 2013, this wasn't very structured, right? It was just kind of a bunch of people in a room dreaming, really. I think, Vitalik and Stefan, probably mind melded a little bit. They went off and did similar things. So Cody wasn't meant to compete with Ethereum per se, but it was, I think, meant to do similar things. And Cody is not dead, by the way. I think we may have some appetite to do some stuff with Cody's, but in a much more, I think, defined way of benefiting.
Now, before we hear from Susan Athey, which is getting ready to speak about Codius and its power, you have to think about this with ISDA. Look, this isn't about just settling dollars to dollars. This is about being able to settle derivatives and swaps. And I just want to give you a quick look here, if I could. I just want to give you a quick look here at this. 867 trillion in traditional markets. That's the size of what we're talking about disrupting here, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a corner store conversation. Take a listen to the rest of this clip.
So Ripple Labs has a platform called Codius, and there's another one called Ethereum out there. And both of them are trying to help people write what they call smart contracts, or computer programs that distribute money. So like the Codius platform would allow you to write a program, and it'll make it easy for people to verify the program works, that would say, if these 5 things happen, then this person gets paid. If these other 3 things happen, this other person gets paid. So we could just, for example, you could think about some sort of complex financial derivative. We could take as an input the Bloomberg feed of stock prices, and we could make very complex bets about, well, if this stock goes up and this stock goes down and this other thing happens and the National Weather Service says it's sunny today, then this person gets paid. And if these other things happen, someone else gets paid. So that's going to really reduce the barriers to entry for creating financial derivative products, and it's going to allow more people to hedge more complicated situations where there's not enough people right now to make the market worthwhile to create the asset and have it verified.
The global derivatives market is the largest market in the world. There's no doubt about it. And ISDA just allowed Ripple to join them in helping to find a solution for some of the largest institutions in the world. What else are they doing there? It's okay to speculate. It really is. I wanted you to remind you of this too. Remember back in February 22 when the SEC voted unanimously, that's right, Gary Goldman Gensler too, voted unanimously to move forward with same-day settlement citing distributed ledger technology. I asked a question, could XRP be involved? How ironic would it be that they were sued by the SEC and then the SEC turns around and embraces the technology for settling swaps and derivatives around the world? How about that one? It could happen. Take a listen.
The ever-increasing pace of advancements in technology, including distributed ledger technology, further shortening the standard settlement cycle in the near future may be both desirable and feasible. Indeed, some such efforts are already underway.
There it is. And then you can get here where you hear them all vote unanimously.
Technology actually exists today, not just for same-day affirmation, confirmation, and allocations, but even for same-day settlement. how do commissioners vote on the division's recommendations to amend the Securities Exchange Act on clearing and settling?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, the recommendation is approved unanimously.
And there you have it. And not only is it approved unanimously from February of 22, but now Ripple joins ISDA, I believe, to really start to begin to work and connect and set down the rules of how they're going to be able to help all of these large institutions of the world settle what we all understand to be about an $867 trillion traditional market size is what we're looking at according to the World Economic Forum. That's going to do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Not financial advice. It's just my digital perspectives. I'll catch all of you on the next one.